Welcome to Lab 10. In this lab, I need to secure the var log audit.log file. I'll inspect the current permissions, fix the ownership, and restrict access so only the right users can read it. So let's get started. I'll start by checking the file's current permissions. This shows it's readable by everyone, and you could see it here. So this first or last set right here is for others, which means anyone. And this R stands for that anyone could read this. And then the second R is for the group, which means any group who's associated with this file could also read this. The last three spaces are for the user, or the owner, the owner, which means I could read and write as the owner. But I want to change right here this to stop being readable. So I'll remove the access for others with the following command. So now random users won't be able to read this log, which is great. Next, I'll change the group owner to admin, which typically owns system logs. And we could do that with this command. I also want to set the permission to 640. What the 6 means is that the owner could read and write, and 4 represents read, 2 represents write, and 1 represents execute. So 4 plus 2, 6, read and write. And the 4 in the 640 represents the group, and they're only able to read. Now, random users is the 0, and we want them to do none of the above. We don't want them to read, we don't want them to write, and we don't want them to be able to execute the file. So I could do the following command to make that happen. I want to see the default permission mask for this file, the umask, and luckily for us, the command for umask is umask. And we see here that 022. This tells me how the file permissions will be calculated. If I want new files to default to something like 640 for files and 750 for directories, I could set the umask to 0027. So let's do that. Umask 0027. Remember, files start from 666. So 666 minus 027 gives us 640. And for directories, they start from 777. So 777 minus 027 gives us 750. And that brings us to the conclusion of this lab. We inspected the file's permissions, removed public access, set the correct group, enforced 640, checked the umask, and tightened defaults with the 0027 on the umask. Thanks again for joining me, folks. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next lab.